Hi, I'm Tara. I am the founder and director of Tara Punter PR. We are an international equestrian and rural PR marketing and coaching company based in the Cotswolds. I've been in business for 4 years now. Before that, I did an equestrian and rural business degree at the Royal Agricultural University in Cirencester, and I graduated from there in 2013. After I graduated, I had a couple of very boring full-time jobs that I didn't necessarily love. I knew I always had this calling to come back to the equestrian industry, but I just didn't want to be a groom. And I started sort of looking for jobs, and I didn't necessarily want to be doing sales or just be sat in an office. I just had no idea what I wanted to do. And it was actually a really lucky chance meeting when I was managing a tea room that I managed to get my way into working as an equine journalist. And 3 days after I took the plunge and went self-employed, I was at the Hickstead Derby working as a journalist, and I just could not believe my luck. I thought, all of my Christmases had come in once. I'd won the career lottery. I thought, this is amazing. And it was amazing. My goodness, it opened so many doors. But during that time working as a journalist, I went on to work as a web editor for a magazine, and was also doing social media management. I had lots of people wanting to know how they could increase their brand awareness, increase their sales. How could they be seen in their dream publications? How could they be featured, on these digital, lifestyle websites and things? And so it was in October 2016 that I officially launched Tara Punter PR. From there, we have gone on to help clients across the world. We've got people in Dubai, we've got Kentucky, we've got Barbados, we've got Ireland, we've got the length and breadth of the UK. And it is my mission to be able to help as many equestrian and rural business owners as I can. Now, obviously, it hasn't always been swimming. Businesses have their troubles. And I think the number one is cash flow. And, that is absolutely the biggest reason why somebody won't go freelance and won't start their own business. Is because they will be going from having this really comfortable income coming in every single month, their tax, their national insurance, it's all done, it's sorted. And then suddenly they are the one that, they are reliable for their own income. And what if somebody's late paying and they've got a mortgage or children to feed? It's really quite hard. And, that was certainly one of the biggest challenges for me. And, it still sometimes continues to be so. You have bills coming out, you've got stands to pay for, you've got VAT bills, tax bills, it's just never ending. And one thing I think that, I always try and encourage my clients to think of, and, I sort of share in my coaching, is just because you have a good month, don't take all the money out of your business. You should absolutely just try and have a set amount that you take each month. Let that be, what you live by. If you then have a couple of good months, buy yourself something or have a little bonus. Growing my team has been a really big point for me as well, actually. And, that has really enabled me to be able to serve more people, help more people, and really grow my business, grow my team and move towards my vision. And actually that helped us go limited and VAT registered over the past couple of months, actually. So that's been really, really exciting. One thing that I actually speak about quite a lot is the work-life balance. And ridiculously, I've written articles on it so many times. And I remember writing an article on it once, and it was at a point that I was at complete burnout. And I just remember thinking, I'm writing in this article, you should have time for yourself, go to a spa day, have a weekend off, go for a walk, chill out, lie in the sun, whatever it looks like for you. And I was absolutely mentally, physically, emotionally shattered, on the verge of burnout. And I just read this article before I submitted it, and I thought, this is ridiculous. What am I doing? Well, I was working 7 days a week, which is fine. I'm not against working hard, but I wasn't giving myself that chance to recuperate and to rest and to, let my mind be able to just chill out. Your mind needs refueling as much as your car. And if you don't give it that chance to do so, you are going to struggle. So actually that's something that I've been really focused on implementing over the past couple of months. And now I do have a weekend, I have a lot of weekends off now and I love it. But actually if I, sometimes I get to the Sunday lunchtime point and I think, okay, I've had a day and a half off and now I feel ready to do a bit of work. So I might do a bit of mindset work or, look at creating some blog post ideas or some social post ideas. And actually it's not sitting down at my office and doing client work, but it's stuff that actually I really enjoy and it excites me and I think, oh yes, I can't wait. I feel really pleased and proud to have accomplished that when it wasn't necessarily, on the list. I actually wanted to talk a little bit about investment and self-investment because it's something that I do continually. I started working with a coach 2 years ago. when my business was about to die, basically. I was in a very crappy financial situation. I hadn't been paid by a couple of people that owed me money, and it was make or break time for my business. And I sought the help of a coach that I had met at a networking event, and just said to her, you know, I can't even afford to pay you right now, but you know, that makes me realize that I need to work with you even more. And it was at that point that, you know, that was the turnaround for me. I had just got engaged and I thought, right, I've got a wedding to pay for. I think at this point we had a year and 2 months, so no pressure. But in working with a coach, we were able to set goals. You know, somebody could hold me accountable. I knew what I was working towards. I had the support of somebody who had been there and done it. She had learned some things the hard way. You know, she had seen other people do what worked well and perhaps what didn't. And that was a huge investment for my business, and one that absolutely paid dividends. Quite literally now pays dividends, as we're now limited and VAT registered. But it got to a point that I was working with that coach, and she said, you just need to work with somebody that can take you to that next level, I feel. And I was like, absolutely, you know, thank you for being so honest with that. And so my coach recommended her coach to me. And my current coach is my old coach's coach, all the coaches. My current coach has just got back from a mastermind on Necker Island, which is Richard Branson's private island in the British Virgin Islands. And that's just insane. And I was watching her Instagram stories and I thought, oh my God, my coach is just hanging out with Richard Branson. You know, that is just mind-bogglingly insane and so cool. So there's goals right there. But actually the importance of this is that actually in working with a coach, you are able to work with someone and brainstorm with someone and just speak to someone about strategies and do the mindset work. Like, mindset is the biggest thing within your business. It's up there with cash flow. You know, you need to be doing the mindset work before you do any other work. There's a great saying from an author who is T. Harv Eker, and that saying is roots produce fruits. So you need the roots and the foundations of your business, and that is the mindset stuff, before you can have the fruits that will flourish, and the fruits of the sales and strategies and, you know, the business of your dreams of being featured in all those amazing publications that you so wish to be seen in. So roots produce fruits, and that's a really good thing to remember and consider. I have learned a huge amount on my journey, and I absolutely would not change anything. I think some of the things that I've learned the hard way, I'm now coaching people to not make those mistakes, to not do, and to avoid doing these certain things. I even actually coach equestrian PR people now, which is just mind-boggling. You know, people that are wanting to be in equestrian PR, they're trying to get into this world, and, you know, they come to me wanting me to coach them how to do it, and absolutely I'm going to. Because I've been there and done it and learnt the hard way, and, you know, had great success in doing so. So it is my absolute pleasure to be able to do those sorts of things with people, and it just fills me with such great pride. So please do check out the full interview, which is over on the Business Barn website. It was my absolute pleasure actually going back through this and really sort of seeing how far I've come, but also looking back on some of the early day challenges, you know, which every business, regardless of what industry or what business they are, every business has these issues, and, you know, it's absolutely okay to have them. It's just a case of trying to work out, okay, where can we go from here? How can we get over these problems and actually turn them into a positive and see the positivity in everything? So thanks very much for watching. I hope you enjoy the interview over on the Business Barn website, and I look forward to hopefully connecting with you on social. I'm at Tara Punter PR. Thank you.